Shark Snow again, welcome back to the series where I take on the challenge of going from 20 sheckles to becoming a quadrillionaire with just a single seed. Today I'm going to show you the plant considered the most valuable among tropical plants, the Cocovine. I got it from the crafter's seed pack with only a 4.5% chance of obtaining it. And of course, I'll plant it at the most expensive weight, over 1,000 kilograms. No more talking, let's get back to my work. I'm going to plant it right here in this spot, where I think it will grow best. Then I'll use this frog, since its special ability will make the tree grow and mature much faster than normal. It looks a bit smaller than a regular coconut, so I'm really curious about it. I'll go ahead and pick it to see exactly how much value this fruit actually holds. They weigh somewhere between 11 and 17 kilograms, which is exactly the baseline weight for them. And that's without any pets giving support or boosting the growth at all. Let's check how many sheckles that I get. 61,000 sheckles, while the floor price of it is not small at all. What about the heaviest fruit I hold? Almost 100,000 sheckles. Very good, very good. This fruit seems to be the smallest. 60,000 sheckles. The drop is not too much even though it is 2 kilograms lighter than the floor fruit. I'm going to use the squirrel so that I don't waste any reclaimer in the process. After this, I'll be putting all my effort into trying to discover the largest possible form of the Cocovine. This tree only has a 0.36% chance of producing the huge form. It actually was not too difficult, which really surprised me. Luckily enough, I managed to grow the tree in its huge form much earlier than I expected. It is time to sell the Cocovines I harvested earlier. 180,000 sheckles, and the 11 kilogram fruit has the chilled and moonlit mutations. Up to 7 million when there are also gold variants and one more mutation. The remaining part is 1.4 million sheckles. Not bad, not bad. It is time to use the toucan to make the fruit truly larger. Combined with the frog, I will soon receive the fruit and review it for you to see. Since the Cocovine is a tropical fruit, the toucan completely dominates in this category. It is absolutely the top pet to use when dealing with tropical plants like this. Really lucky because one of the fruits gained the silver mutation, and with just a single toucan supporting, the fruits already reach some impressive weights, with the heaviest one right now being 56 kilograms. I'm going to finish harvesting the rest of these first. Then I'll add another toucan to see just how much bigger these Cocovine fruits can actually get. 87 kilograms, plus it even got a gold variance, so this fruit is definitely going to sell for a high price. Now I really want to see if there's an even bigger one out there. But no, the 87 kilogram fruit is still the largest one. It just has the silver variants, so I will release a third toucan to make sure the next fruit will be larger. It has actually grown even larger, with the very first one reaching 104 kilograms, which is just amazing. One of them has even hit 114 kilograms, so I think it might be time to add another toucan. Oh wait, at level 3 toucans I still received a fruit with silver variants, 140 kilograms, truly wonderful. With just 4 toucans, I was already able to get a fruit weighing around 178 kilograms, which is absolutely outstanding. After a few rounds of harvesting, I noticed there were no bigger fruits showing up, so I decided to add one more toucan. It was not too difficult to reach 200 kilograms, and I've only used 5 toucans so far. I still have plenty of ways to make the fruits grow even bigger. Right now I'm running 6 toucans, and my Cocovine fruits show no signs of stopping their growth. The largest one has already reached 265 kilograms, and with the silver mutation added, its value is going to be extremely high. Now my lineup is full, with 7 toucans and 1 frog in play. I'm really looking forward to seeing what kind of fruit I'll get next. Oh my god, this fruit is already nearly 300 kilograms. Could there be a 300 kilogram fruit with this pet lineup? Yeah, it has appeared. A 300 kilogram fruit, indeed not difficult at all. Let's see the value of this 300 kilogram fruit along with these silver variants. 153 million sheckles. Oh my goodness, isn't that a bit too high for a mythical fruit? I will finish harvesting this entire batch of Cocovine and then take it to sell, just to see how many sheckles I can earn from it. Let's find out what the total value will be once everything is sold. It seems there is no fruit larger than the 300 kilogram one. And this is all the Cocovine I have harvested. 7.2 billion shekels, that's an excellent amount. It's truly a happy number for a hardworking farmer like me, haha. Because the beanstalk event NPC requires a prickly fruit, and my current account only has one garden slot, I will focus all my effort on growing Cocovine with this pet team. This way, I can quickly earn more shekels to buy a second garden slot. Let's check how much my current inventory would be worth if I cashed it out. It comes to around 5.2 billion shekels. Not bad at all. But even so, I still don't have enough money to buy a second garden slot. I'll keep farming Cocovine, and I'm guessing I'll have enough shekels to buy it soon. It's time to sell them now. Now my total funds are enough to buy a second garden slot, so I can quickly plant dragon fruit, a type of fruit considered a prickly plant, to give to the event NPC. Let's try sending this batch of dragon fruit to him and see what happens. Just a little more to go, and I'll finish the rest so I can plant it on the beanstalk. Let's try climbing this beanstalk and see if there's anything interesting up there. Don't forget to claim the rewards from this gem, it's quite useful for you. When you reach friendship level 1, you'll be able to buy some additional items. But since none of them here are particularly interesting, I decided to just buy this painting for now. Back in the main garden, I want to introduce you to this pet, Green Bean. You can get it for free by participating in the admin abuse or event. Just by being online in the game, you'll be able to claim it. This green bean can make trees grow fruit faster and at the same time make the fruits grow up to 6.58 times larger. Simply put, it's a combination of a frog and a tabby. It's time to buy some tools, and I find this clean pet shard quite useful. It can remove a pet's mutation whenever you feel that the mutation is useless. For the green bean to do its job, you need to have a beanstalk in your garden for it to eat. Only after eating can it activate its skill on your trees. Since the green bean can only use its skill once every 26 minutes, I sent the peacock and Dilophosaurus into the garden to help reduce its cooldown time. At the same time, the Dilophosaurus has the ability to boost the green bean's experience gain. I've planned to use the peacock and Dilophosaurus to reduce the green bean skill cooldown. And for the remaining time, I'll also add the toucan so my Cocovine fruits can grow even heavier. Since there are no toes left for pets, not even in the gear shop, I have no way of knowing when the toucan will be ready to use its skill. But I believe that with the green bean's timing, the toucan will very likely be ready beforehand. Since all the trees in the garden are already fully grown with fruit, when the toucan is ready, there won't be any fruits for it to apply its skill to. It's time to harvest the fruits. When the green bean activates its skill, the fruits will instantly grow, receiving the massive effects from both the toucan and the green bean at the same time. What the heck? Why is the green bean affecting the beanstalk fruits instead of the Cocovine? This was completely unexpected and beyond what I had planned. I'm trying again according to the plan. This time, I'll have the green bean ready first and only then send the toucan into the garden. But why only the green bean skill is affecting the Cocovine tree? Perhaps the toucan wasn't ready to use its skill when released, so I've decided to try a third attempt. Hopefully this time it will use its skill on the Cocovine tree. But that silly green bean ended up using its skill on the beanstalk again. Unbelievable. I'm not giving up and will try a fourth time. But for some reason, it still only affects the beanstalk tree even on the fifth attempt. By the sixth attempt, it finally got smart and applied its skill correctly to the Cocovine tree. But at this point, the Toucan didn't produce any effect, only the green bean skill worked. I think this might be a bug, or perhaps they just can't synergize. I immediately switched my strategy to using the Tabby cat, which is also one of the pets capable of increasing fruit size. I also took the time to arrange them so that they would target the correct Cocovine tree. And I also used the peacock Candelophosaurus to reduce the green bean's cooldown time. But when the green bean used its skill on the Cocovine, I still didn't see any effect from the Tabby cat. I think it's because the Tabby wasn't ready in time when the fruit grew, so I decided to try again. But that silly green bean went ahead and used its skill on the beanstalk again, and I was extremely frustrated with it. After waiting twice, I gradually lost patience because the green bean still wouldn't use its skill on the Cocovine. Fortunately, the sprinkler shop appeared near my garden, which helped calm my frustration a bit. Tropical sprinklers will be essential for the Cocovine tree. After calming down, I was determined to try again. This time, the green bean actually used its skill correctly on the Cocovine tree, but the result still wasn't any better. I realized this plan wasn't working. The fruits that grew didn't even surpass the weight achieved with just the Toucan team, so I decided to give up. Retrieved that silly green bean and harvested all the smaller Cocovine fruits. I'm determined to put every bit of my effort into finding a truly gigantic fruit, one that will completely satisfy my goal. I won't stop or settle for anything less until I finally discover the perfect, massive Cocovine. I will harvest and sell the Cocovine fruits that are not progressing. The most important thing right now is to focus all my effort on finding bigger fruits. Boom, boom, boom. Can you see it? It's completely larger than any Cocovine fruit I've grown before. Let's check how much it's worth. 157 million sheckles even without any mutations. This might just be the fruit I've been searching for. I'll harvest everything except this fruit and continue searching to see if I can find an even bigger one. It seems even bigger than that 300 kilogram fruit, so I'll try checking the value of the 300 kilogram one. 30.8 million shekels for the 300 kilogram fruit without any mutations, and the gigantic 157 million shekel fruit is similar. I can conclude that the fruit I'm currently favoring is significantly heavier than the 300 kilogram one. My inventory is full, so it's time to sell all the Cocovine fruits. 23 billion shekels for everything, not quite as much as I was hoping for. After searching for a while, I realized there were no larger fruits, so I decided to lock them in order to use the T-Rex to exchange mutations more easily. I've already prepared a garden on another account, which contains carrots that have had quite a few mutations applied to them. I'll use the Fennec fox to share an important piece of information. It has been updated so that it can go into another player's garden. Select any fruit, copy the highest value mutation from that fruit, and apply that mutation to any fruit in your own garden. Let's see together how it works in action. One more thing, if most of the fruits on a tree are already favored, you'll need to plant another tree with enough space for the Fennec fox to work. This carrot has successfully received a mutation. Since the Fennec fox only copies the most valuable mutation, I should take the opportunity to add the remaining mutations myself using the pets I already have. Adding mutations one by one using each of my pets ends up taking a lot more time and effort than I expected. It's much slower compared to just copying mutations from a fruit that already has valuable ones. Honestly, this method requires patience and careful management to ensure every mutation is applied correctly. If I could use the Fennec fox before the update, it would copy mutations much more precisely, eliminating any concerns about accuracy. This would make the process far easier and more efficient, allowing me to maximize the potential of my fruits without worrying about mistakes. Of course, I'm still going to add the most valuable mutations, which is the Rainbow variant. To get it, I have to sacrifice 5 existing mutations and then add them back immediately after achieving the Rainbow, which is quite time-consuming. This process demands both strategy and patience to ensure nothing gets lost along the way. Because the number of Cocovine fruits is so massive and chaotic, I need to carefully determine which ones are the heaviest. By identifying and locking the lower value fruits, I can make sure that when I use the T-Rex, it will prioritize the locked fruits and not remove their mutations. This strategy ensures that the bigger fruits will receive more mutations, maximizing their potential value. It requires careful planning and attention, but it is essential for getting the best results from my harvest. It's time to reapply the mutations that disappear when creating the Rainbow variant. As you know, after applying the Rainbow variant, the 5 mutations will disappear. This forces us to add them again from the beginning if we want the fruit to have a high value. I was busy, but then I suddenly noticed that the gnome merchant had appeared nearby. I'm quite interested in collecting gnomes, so I decided to buy a few gnome chests to take home. I want to introduce you to another pet you can get from the Admin Abuse War event, the Lemon Lion. It has the ability to randomly transform a type of tree with the Brainerd mutation. You could think of the Lemon Lion as Leonini Lemonini, a Brainerd character from Italy. This pet is basically a playful mockery of the pets from Steal a Brainerd. It roared while mutating a random fruit that had the Brainerd mutation. The estimated Brainerd mutation multiplier is around 100 times, which makes it an incredibly valuable cooperative mutation. At first, I thought the two admins might be at odds with each other, but it seems that the two games are actually collaborating quite smoothly, creating some really powerful and rewarding mutations. Hopefully, the game will have many more collaborations in the future. But no matter what, it is necessary to fix the game's silly bugs so that players do not feel frustrated. The golden goose is a really special pet because it continuously lays eggs right inside your garden. Over time, these eggs build up, giving you plenty of opportunities to harvest them. Once you collect the eggs and sell them, something even more interesting happens. If any of those eggs carry the fortune mutation, that effect will be transferred and applied to the fruits growing in your garden. This makes the golden goose not just a fun pet to have, but also a valuable way to boost the overall potential and profit of your harvest. It's time to harvest these golden eggs, and I'm going to show you the magic they can create. Right now, my inventory is filled with the Cocovine fruits I've harvested, along with the golden eggs carrying the fortune mutation. Let's sell them all. 759 million shekels earned, and the fortune mutation has successfully been applied to my carrot. Now I can use the T-Rex to transfer those mutations onto the Cocovine fruit. I'll plant a few more carrots so I can save up their mutations for future use. At the moment, the carrot has gained about 19 mutations, while the Cocovine fruit has around 23 mutations. The other Cocovine fruits are the same, except for the rainbow variants, since the T-Rex can't transfer those, so I have to create the rainbow variants first before converting the mutations. Here I've prepared a carrot with over 40 mutations, and I'll use it with the T-Rex to split it into other carrots. Each carrot will carry a number of mutations. At this point, I can use the Fennec fox, because when it randomly picks a fruit, it takes the most valuable mutation from it. That way, I can copy the valuable mutation over to the Cocovine in my garden. I highly recommend using the raptor to run faster whenever you see crystal clusters like these. Being able to move quickly allows you to catch them more efficiently, gather valuable resources faster, and take full advantage of the opportunities they provide during the event. I don't even know if this weather effect is actually giving my fruit any boost, but if you're the curious kind who doesn't mind running all over the map just to tap each crystal 5 times, they'll create a sky effect like this, which looks pretty unique and beautiful. The garden on my alt is all set up. Every single carrot comes with its own mutation. Now I'm gonna bring in the Fennec fox again to transfer those mutations straight into my garden plants. But some kind of bug made it so they still only copied the most valuable mutation, storm charged. Clearly, the game says the Fennec fox's skill is to pick a random fruit in the garden and then copy its most valuable mutation. But in reality, it still targets the fruit with the highest value mutation and completely ignores the carrots with other mutations. I've been waiting and hoping they would skip the fruit with the storm charge mutation. But over time they still haven't worked the way I set it up. Seems like this is a bug in the game, so sad so sad. So I had to bring in the T-Rex to clone the handful of mutations I've got left in my garden. I just bought some more carrot seeds because a radioactive carrot event popped up. Looks like I need to fill my carrots to launch the carrot rocket, but I don't have many good carrots on this account right now. So I had to switch over to my other account that's stacked with carrots and use those to load up the rocket. But the event time already ended, so boring. I always wanted to launch that rocket, but the event was over too fast. I feel like it was such a waste of effort and carrots. It's time to buy some gardening tools. Here come more fun update events. For example, this one is like Squid Game, and I actually enjoy playing it. It's not too hard to win, haha. I have to quickly water the plants in my garden, because this event lets me turn the wet mutation into the higher value drenched mutation. Better hurry and plant a ton of carrots, since the update events keep rolling in with some really valuable mutations. With this update, we've got the boombox party and that means fruits can get the disco mutation. Oh my god, what just happened? During updates, the shops might sell some useful items, so you should log in and play around update time. Wow, look at this. Heaven's punishment. Please spare the farmers. This way I can move around freely, even becoming a bug on the admin. Haha. He has abandoned me. The admin is really cruel to the players. Haha. Let's check what mutations the carrots have received from the event. You need to pay close attention to them, because some mutations are valuable and you will not want to miss out on them. Woohoo! The new event has been updated. It seems to be the fairy event. Let's check if there is anything special and interesting. I made a video opening hundreds of seed packs to get this whispering plant and kept hatching eggs until I received the pet with the lowest percentage. You can watch that video to see how I took part in this event, because it has many interesting things. This event is quite interesting. To sell, you will need to catch pets all over the map, and you will receive egg reward. It is not too difficult if you also use a raptor to increase your running speed. By catching these flies, you will receive glimmering mutations in your garden. This is one of the interesting features of the fairy event. Right now, if you want to participate in the fairy event, you need to fill the fruit well in the water well until the power bar is full before you can make a wish. Ah, is the admin trying to sabotage me or what? I will find many useful bugs in the game so that he can fix them, haha. I will not miss any mutations from the weather or the event, so I plant carrots to obtain them whenever needed. It is time to harvest. My Cocovine fruits currently have nearly 30 mutations. Oh wow, you can see this is a steaming hot coconut with mutations after being harvested, as if I were holding a flame. I will unlock and finish harvesting the remaining ones, since I do not want to leave anything behind. I am really looking forward to receiving the amount of money from them. Oh my goodness, it is still this damn 1T error. Why does the admin not fix it? Oh my god, hoo-hoo. I really feel disappointed with the game, because all of my hard work and effort ends up being worth only 1 trillion. After spending so much time and dedication, this result feels meaningless. Anyway, I do not care anymore. I will just sell all the Cocovines and take the money to do something else instead. Currently, I have enough money to trade with this NPC, but I have not yet grown the Romanesco fruit with the mutations that he requires. Now I am going to put all my effort into growing the biggest plant I had ever grown so far. I want to make it truly enormous and see how impressive it can become. I will combine sprinklers and toucans in my setup, which should make the process much more efficient. By using them together, the growth and yield of my plants will increase significantly, allowing me to achieve much better results than before. It has a lot of potential. The fruit already weighs 417 kilograms. Very good. Very good. I will put all my effort and focus into searching, and I will not stop until I find a fruit that fully meets my expectations. Every step of the hunt is exciting, and I am determined to get the perfect result no matter how long it takes. Luckily, the spray shop appeared right here. I want to remove all the mutations from these fruits and see what their actual value is. It looks even bigger than the fruit from last time. It is worth more than 619 million shekels without any mutations, while the previous fruit was only about 157 million shekels. This definitely means it must be much heavier than before. Even the other fruits, which are around 200 and 300 million shekels, have increased significantly compared to the fruits from the previous planting session. I even used the kitsune from my secondary account to clone them right from the start. By doing this, I can be completely certain of their actual weight and make sure that nothing is left to chance. This careful strategy allows me to maximize the results and see exactly how big these fruits can get. Woohoo! We finally have a fruit over 1,000 kilograms, specifically more than 1345 kilograms. Absolutely incredible. I am so proud of this achievement. The other fruits are also impressive, weighing nearly 1,000 kilograms and even slightly over 1,000 kilograms, which makes this harvest truly extraordinary. Now I will continue adding mutations to them using the pets I already have. Unfortunately, I cannot give them to many mutations using the Fennec fox anymore, which is really disappointing. It feels frustrating after all the effort I have put in, but I will keep going and make the most out of the pets I still have. Because I only have a limited number of pets that can create mutations, the plant can ultimately receive only around 20 to 30 mutations. This is far fewer than what could be achieved by using the Fennec fox to copy pre-prepared mutations. Consequently, the final value of the Cocovine fruit will not reach the heights had hoped for. It is a bit disappointing, but I will keep strategizing and making the most of the pets I have in order to maximize the fruit's potential as much as possible. After that, I use the kitsune from my secondary account to clone them and then sell them. This way, I avoid the admin's 1T bug, which is amazing. I plan to clone a lot more to get back a large amount of money, haha. Originally, the 1T bug had caused me to lose quite a lot of money. 46 trillion for the first fruit. Could this be the largest amount I will ever receive? 8 billion for the second fruit, which is really bad. What about this fruit? 19 trillion, not bad, not bad. 12 billion shekels. Some fruits are a bit small or lack enough mutations. 25 trillion shekels, not bad at all. What about this fruit? 19 trillion, woohoo. I have earned quite a lot of money again. 19 trillion shekels again. It seems that no fruit has surpassed the 46 trillion one yet. There is a new change, 24 trillion shekels. Very good, very good. I am quite curious how much money can this fruit be sold for. 6 billion shekels, haha, perhaps it is worse than I expected. How much the last fruit in my hand can be sold for? 28 trillion, woohoo, it does not disappoint me. 46 trillion for my entire inventory, equal to the first fruit. I continued to clone them and sell them until I felt that the amount of money was enough. They look really strange, with some mutations even forming meme-like shapes. Woohoo! I have sold a 46 trillion fruit twice now, absolutely amazing. And this time, my total inventory is worth 157 trillion, which is pretty good. I also do not intend to keep using this method forever just to become a quadrillionaire. I have finished harvesting all the cocovine in my garden and planted even bigger plants. If I cannot increase their value through mutations, I will increase it by size instead. I will sell some of them to lighten my inventory. I already know very well that they will hit the 1T bug if I do not clone them, so I am okay with accepting this bug because I will be able to earn even more than that. This time, I will use the orange tabby cat to increase the size of the cocovine fruit. Of course, I will also use sprinklers to reinforce them. Boom. Let's check these fruits to see if they have grown bigger. $1 billion for a fruit with no mutations. Oh my god. Really, it is actually heavier. I believe so. The remaining fruits are also heavier than those from the previous planting. I am quite certain that this harvest will make me a quadrillionaire. It is time to add mutations to them. I do not want to waste a single moment if I want to become a quadrillionaire. Must add the rainbow variants to them as soon as they reach 5 mutations. I have also prepared some carrots with quite a few mutations. By using the T-Rex, they will be transferred to the cocovine fruits. I want to check their weight and see how many sheckles they are worth when they only have the rainbow variants and a few mutations. Oh my god, see it, there are fruits weighing 1,743 kilograms. Isn't that absolutely insane? It is just like a giant colorful ball on my map. Oh, I am so excited to sell them. 24 trillion for my entire inventory, with the cocovine fruits having only a few mutations. Not bad. Not bad at all. I will add some mutations to it that the carrot does not have yet. By doing this, the value of the fruit will increase even more, making it much more valuable when I sell it later. It is time to use the T-Rex to transfer the mutations to the cocovine fruits. The T-Rex has the ability to take a random mutation from one fruit and transfer it to 3 other fruits. The special part is that it will not take mutations from fruits that have been locked using the favorite tool. I will plant more carrots so they can regain some mutations, because right now I cannot make use of the Fennec fox. I need to keep the mutations in my garden to use them in the future. Since I have not used the magnifying glass on this fruit yet, I will choose it to sell. Oh my god, I forgot that I should have cloned it first to avoid the 1T bug when selling. How stupid of me. Currently, the fruits have received around 30 mutations. I think it is finally time to sell them and become a quadrillionaire. After all the effort and strategy I have put in, this moment feels incredibly satisfying and exciting. Of course, I will not repeat my mistake. I will use my secondary account to clone them with the Kitsune to avoid the game's ridiculous 1T bug. I plan to clone a lot, making it much easier to become a quadrillionaire. It is time to collect the money. Woohoo! 76 trillion sheckles for the first fruit. Very good, very good. What about this second cocovine fruit? It is similar to the first fruit, which is not surprising, but I am still very happy because it is worth a lot. The third fruit is the same, and the fourth one also shows no change. Could it be that all of these cloned cocovine fruits are the heaviest ones? There is a different value, 62 trillion. And now, let us check the total value of all the cocovine fruits. 208 trillion. So good. I have successfully become a quadrillionaire. Woohoo! I am still not satisfied with this amount of money, so I cloned them once more. And this time there will be even more. In the end, I have successfully become a quadrillionaire. It also grown a gigantic cocovine fruit weighing around 1,743 kilograms. It has been a challenging process since the Fennec fox is no longer as useful as before, but nothing could stop me. And now, I will sell a random fruit to see how many sheckles I will get. 60 trillion shekels, not bad at all. Let us try selling one more fruit. Absolutely amazing. Another 76 trillion shekels, quite lucky as well. Alright, I will sell all of them. Are you curious to see how much I will get? 8 point for Quadrillion, woohoo. I do not even know how many Cocovine fruits have cloned anymore. Alright, see you all in the next video.